Chase Elliott's performance in the most recent NASCAR Cup Series race has become a major topic of discussion after comments from Dale Earnhardt Jr. generated intense debate among fans. While Elliott remains one of the sport's most popular drivers, Dale Jr. suggested that the Hendrick Motorsports star and his team may have missed opportunities to maximize their result during a race that featured multiple strategic twists and late race challenges. The remarks quickly attracted attention throughout the NASCAR community. According to discussions surrounding the race, Earnhardt pointed to Elliott's overall execution rather than his raw speed. Dale Jr. acknowledged that Elliott once again showed the pace needed to compete near the front, but argued that championship contenders must consistently capitalize on every opportunity available during crucial moments of the season. His analysis sparked debate among fans who believed Elliott deserved more credit for another solid finish. The criticism carried additional weight because Elliott entered the weekend under enormous pressure at one of the most closely watched events on the schedule. Racing in front of a passionate fan base, Elliott was expected to challenge for victory, and many observers felt that anything less than a win would invite scrutiny. Dale Jr.'s comments reflected the high standards that follow the former Cup Series champion wherever he races. Supporters of Elliott were quick to defend the number 9 driver, pointing out that he has remained one of NASCAR's most consistent performers over the past 2 seasons. They argued that strong finishes and regular appearances near the front of the field demonstrate that Elliott continues to be a legitimate championship threat, even when victories do not come as frequently as some expect. Meanwhile, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s observations reignited a broader conversation about Elliott's racing style. Some analysts believe his calm and calculated approach is one of his greatest strengths, while others feel that a more aggressive strategy could help him convert strong runs into additional victories. The differing viewpoints have become a recurring theme whenever Elliott's performances are evaluated. As NASCAR moves toward its next event, the spotlight remains firmly on Chase Elliott. Dale Jr.'s comments have added another layer of intrigue to Elliott's season, ensuring that fans and analysts will closely watch how the Hendrick Motorsports driver responds. Whether viewed as constructive criticism or excessive scrutiny, the discussion has once again confirmed that every move Elliott makes continues to generate headlines across the NASCAR world. Bubba Wallace became one of the biggest storylines coming out of Atlanta Motor Speedway after a dramatic finish that sparked strong reactions across the NASCAR world, including from Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr. Wallace appeared to have secured one of the best results of his season after battling near the front throughout the race, but the excitement quickly turned into controversy following NASCAR's post-race ruling. The 23XN racing driver crossed the finish line near the front of the field after surviving a chaotic final lap battle. However, NASCAR determined that Wallace had advanced below the yellow line during the closing moments of the race, a violation that resulted in a severe post-race penalty. The ruling dropped Wallace from a runner-up finish to 29th place, creating one of the most debated moments of the Atlanta weekend. Dale Earnhardt Jr. was among the prominent NASCAR voices discussing Wallace's performance. While Earnhardt praised Wallace's speed and ability to put himself in position to contend for a top finish, he also highlighted how critical split-second decisions can be on superspeedway-style tracks such as Atlanta. The Hall of Famer noted that races at Atlanta are often decided by judgment calls made in mere fractions of a second, making the controversy even more frustrating for the number 23 team. The drama did not end with the penalty. After the race, Wallace was involved in a tense discussion with fellow Toyota driver Ty Gibbs. Wallace expressed frustration over contact during the closing laps and suggested that Toyota teammates had not worked together effectively when the race was on the line. The exchange immediately attracted attention from fans and media members, adding another layer to an already controversial evening. Fans quickly split into opposing camps. Some believed NASCAR made the correct call by strictly enforcing the yellow line rule, while others argued that Wallace was attempting to avoid losing control of his car and did not intentionally gain an advantage. Social media erupted with debate, and many observers pointed out that Wallace had shown race-winning speed throughout the event, despite ultimately leaving Atlanta with a disappointing official result. As NASCAR moves on to the next race, Wallace's Atlanta performance remains one of the most discussed topics in the garage. Between the controversial penalty, the heated post-race confrontation, and Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s analysis of the closing laps, the Atlanta race delivered another chapter in Wallace's eventful season. Although the final standings may not reflect his performance, the number 23 driver once again proved he has the speed to challenge NASCAR's best whenever he gets the opportunity. Ryan Blaney's performance at Atlanta Motor Speedway has become one of the hottest topics in NASCAR after the Team Penske driver delivered a dominant showing that caught the attention of fans, analysts, and NASCAR Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr. Blaney led an incredible 171 laps and controlled much of the race, producing one of the most commanding performances seen at Atlanta in recent years. His ability to stay at the front of the pack immediately generated praise throughout the garage. While many observers focused on Blaney's speed, Dale Earnhardt Jr. pointed to a familiar issue that nearly ruined another promising day for the number 12 team pit road execution. Earnhardt has repeatedly expressed concern about mistakes that have cost Blaney valuable track position throughout the season, arguing that the driver has often had race-winning speed only to see problems arise during crucial moments. His comments reignited debate about whether Team Penske needs to make adjustments to maximize Blaney's championship potential. Earnhardt's reaction carried extra weight because Blaney once again proved he has one of the fastest cars in the Cup Series garage. Throughout the Atlanta event, rivals struggled to find a way around the Penske Ford, as Blaney expertly managed the draft and maintained control during multiple restarts. Many competitors admitted that matching his pace over long runs was nearly impossible. The Atlanta race also highlighted why Blaney remains one of the most respected drivers in NASCAR. Despite facing intense pressure from challengers throughout the afternoon, he remained composed and avoided the mistakes that often occur in superspeedway-style racing. Fans praised his race management skills, while analysts noted that his confidence appeared stronger than at any point earlier in the season. For Dale Earnhardt Jr., the performance served as further evidence that Blaney is capable of contending for another championship if his team can consistently execute at the highest level. Earnhardt has previously stated that Blaney possesses elite raw speed and racecraft, and Atlanta provided another example of those qualities on display. The Hall of Famer's biggest frustration was not with Blaney himself, but with the recurring obstacles that have occasionally prevented the driver from fully capitalizing on his speed. As NASCAR moves deeper into the summer stretch, Blaney's Atlanta performance has sent a strong message to the rest of the field. The dominant run not only strengthened his momentum, but also reminded rivals that when everything comes together, the No. 12 team remains one of the most dangerous combinations in the sport. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s passionate reaction reflected what many fans were thinking. If Blaney and his team can eliminate the small mistakes, they could become one of the toughest championship contenders to beat this season. Bubba Wallace has once again become one of the most talked about drivers in NASCAR after a series of aggressive on-track moments sparked strong reactions from some of the sport's most respected figures. The 23XN racing driver has been under intense scrutiny throughout the season, with several incidents fueling debate about where the line between hard racing and excessive aggression should be drawn. As a result, Wallace's actions have become a major talking point among fans, media members, and NASCAR legends alike. One of the most discussed moments came earlier this season when Wallace's involvement in a controversial incident at Martinsville Speedway drew criticism from NASCAR Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr. Earnhardt openly stated that he disagreed with Wallace's decision-making during the incident and felt the move went beyond what should be expected in competitive racing. His comments immediately ignited debate across the NASCAR community, with fans split over whether Wallace had crossed the line or was simply racing with emotion.